Hi everyone. I wanted to make this short video to address one of the questions that's posted in a Got Questions chat forum for Math 171, and that's how to use the graphing tool in MyLabs Plus. So might as well talk through this problem. So we want to describe how the graph of g of x equals 1/4 x cubed minus 6 can be obtained from the graph of the parent function x cubed, and then graph it. So we know the parent function is x cubed. We are subtracting 6 on the outside of the parentheses or brackets, what have you. And so this is going to move the function, shift it down 6 units. Okay, so we can eliminate choices C and D, and that leaves us to choose between choice A or choice B. So next we're going to look at the fact that we have a 1/4. This 1/4 is on the outside of a bracket, parentheses, absolute value bars, what have you. So because the 1/4 is on the outside, we have a vertical either stretch or shrink. All right, so it's vertical. Now we want to determine whether or not it is a stretch or a shrink. So we look at the absolute value of the fraction, or we just look at the fact that it's a positive 1/4, and 1/4 is less than 1, so it's going to be a shrink. All right, so the answer we want to choose is it's going to shrink vertically, go down 6 units. So we're going to do that. And then now we're going to try to go to the graph. So we click here to enlarge the graph. And it says, click the graph, choose a tool in the palette, and follow the instructions. So let's go for it. So let's click this graph. And then we have a cubic function. So we want to do the x cube tool. And then we're going to plot a point. Oh, I forgot to say, the strategy that I use to figure out where I want to plot these points is I make a table on my graphing calculator, like I showed you before. So, you know what? I can pull up the calculator here as well. I'm trying to make this a short video. So let's see how long it'll take for my calculator to actually load. And if it takes too long, I'm just going to graph it on. I can figure out how to go to y equals and graph the calculator. Graph the function. There we go, TI tools. So it's trying to open my graph right now. So while I'm waiting for it to open, I'm going to go, what we're going to do next is we're going to go to y equals, and then we're going to key in the 1/4 x cubed, and then minus 6. And then we're going to go to the table so we'll know where to plot these points. So here is my calculator. Let's see. I hope it's being recorded since it's on in the window pane. So I'm going to go to y equals and clear out the stuff I was working with the other day. And then we're going to go to alpha y equals, choose a fraction, which is number 1, and our fraction is 1/4. And then we're going to type our x, use the housetop cubed, minus 6. And I want to look at my graph and my table simultaneously because I want to be fancy. So I'm going to come down here and come over to graph table. I'm recording the video. Okay, give me a minute, Brie. And now I'm going to go to my graph. So it shows us where the graph should be, shows us how it looks, and it also brings up the table for us. So now I'm going to use this table function to plot some points when I'm making the graph in MyLabs Plus. So I'm going to go down and choose some numbers that are, yeah, too far, don't go that far. So I'll probably grab 0, -6, 2, -4, and also I'm choosing the ones that are integers as opposed to being rational numbers. So -2, 8. So let's see what happens. Let me get this off the screen if I can. 2 minutes. Okay, I want to go back to my MyLabs. There we go. All right. So Okay, back to our graph. So click the graph to plot your curve. So I'm going to plot -2, -8. So right now I'm at -2, 5. I want to be at -2, -8. -2, -8. And now we want to use the given interactions to, can you see these down at the bottom of my screen? Let me move my little recorder down a little bit. All right, so what happened to my interactions? Moved my recorder, moved my interactions. Let's see if they're hidden somewhere. I don't see them anymore. So I'm going to start over because I don't know what happened to my interactions. Okay. All right, so let's do it again. Click the graph. Click the cubic. I want to plot -2, -8. -2, -8. And now we want to move this down 6 units. So I go down to -6. And now we also want it to be a vertical shrink. So then I come up here to vertical shrink. And I'm going to type 1/4. And I'm going to do save. And I'm going to do check. And we are good to go. Alrighty. So let me know if you have other questions. I'm going to see if I'm still even recording because now I don't see anything. Yep. Okay. Cool. Let me know if you have other questions, everybody. Oh, Bree, I told you I was recording.